let's clear the air here. So I get a rare tool. How is that better than my tool that's not rare? What does that tool do for me?
Right. I remember like it took a while for people to figure out all the benefits of the rares. At first it didn't seem like there was that much. I remember my first rare was a rare horseshoe. I ended up selling it because I had no idea what it was, and I was a new player, and somebody gave me 5 silver for it, which was pretty decent. Although I realized shortly after that at that point in time, the rares were really valuable. I could have probably gotten double that. And I still had no idea what it did. Turns out each rare is different in terms of the benefits that it gives you, and it depends on what type of item it is. Mm-hmm. When it came to that horseshoe, there is a small speed bonus that the rare horseshoe does give to the horse that you put it on. And the same will go for saddles and other horse gear that normally increases their speed. So I guess that's just horseshoes and saddles. Whereas if you had a rare, let's say, what's that thing? Bridle? The thing that goes around the... Yeah. Like a rare bridle won't do it. That literally doesn't do anything. It doesn't improve the performance of the horse any. It doesn't improve the performance of the bridle any, which I think is only really used to lead the horse. But all rares, whether or not they are useful or not, glow when you look at them. And they made a update not that long ago that made it so that when you equip an item that's rare, it also will glow. So if you equip the bridle that's rare on your horse, you will see it shimmering. So there's that visual benefit.
So the first benefit is that items that are rare glows.
Yeah, they glow. And each level of rarity has a different glow to it. I think if it's rare, it glows like a silvery. And Backstabs, welcome. Thanks for the follow. So yeah, the blue rares, they just glow like a silvery glow. A Supreme will have a blue tinge to it, and the Fantastics will have like a purple tinge to the glow.
Backstabs, you're a new player, and our videos are great. Well, thanks. Thanks for watching our videos. Mm-hmm. And glad that you got to catch one of our streams for sure.
Like, where are you? Are you out by the house there?
Yeah, I'm thinking this is what you want. I'm not sure.
Okay. Because I have a rare unfinished barrel here that I have yet to finish because I'm still debating on what wood type I want it to be. I don't know, and so it's just sort of stayed here unfinished. But
you can have it down to a few different wood types.
I'm thinking it's either going to be walnut, because I really like that dark color that you get out of a walnut, or oak, because oak gives it a nice rustic look. Mm-hmm. Or maybe applewood, because that has a nice bright color to it that I like. I don't know. It's hard to say. I might also end up selling it. I'm not sure if I want to keep it. I'm not much of a rare collector, and I know that there are people out there who really love having tons of rares, so maybe a rare collector will want to buy it off of me, and I think in that situation it's best to leave it without the last piece. That way the buyer can choose what color they want it to be or what wood type.
I used all of my my refresh yesterday evening. Okay.
And Backstab says, this game is so in-depth, it reminds me of Utopia Universe. Are you thinking of Entropia? Is that Entropia? Or am I thinking of a different game?
Does it still exist? It does. Entropia Universe, yeah.
Entropia Universe, yeah. So you played that game? What is it like?
Very small amount.
Okay, so not enough to know really what it's like.
To know. So
all right.
So you just started playing Backstabs, like a brand new player.
Right. So this conversation that we're having right now is, directed towards you, the new player, or those players who started relatively recently, and maybe that rares are part of the game, but aren't quite sure about the details about them. And I know there's a lot of misinformation out there. I hear it all the time. People talking about, your chances to make rares, or what kind of strategies that you should use to increase the chance that you get a rare. And I wouldn't call it misinformation. There's a lot of people who will give advice without telling you why the advice works. And then that is what spreads misinformation, because the player who hears that advice will say, oh, that advice must work because of this. But it's actually quite complicated, the rare system, and it's not as straightforward as one might think.
But for Backstab's sake, let's start at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about, what is a rare?
What is a rare? Yeah.
A rare gives, and so far you said a rare, while on certain items, or I guess on every item these days, it flashes, it glows.
Yeah, it gives a nice glow effect.
Here's an example. I do have a rare somewhere.
I mean, you were right next to you're right next to the barrel right now. You can see it there, and yeah,
this barrel.
Yeah.
Barely glowing just because it's shining in the light.
Okay, there's another thing I can show you here.
I have a helmet that will glow.
Okay, yeah. You have a helmet. Okay, good.
So that's just a basic rare glow.
Like, people love the glow, right? Like, they love the fact that you can put that on and it just like has that glow feature. Now, a helmet will actually improve the chances of defending yourself. All armor will increase your defense capabilities when you put on rares. Let's see, I just put on rare gloves. Do those glow? See them?
Come out here.
It's kind of dark. It's nighttime, I think. Do those gloves rare?
The problem is... Okay, there we go. Yeah, they do glow.
Like a little bit
very
of a shimmer.
Softly, just because it's also glowing off of the forge light.
Right.
You're moving closer to the forge, but that's okay.
Right, that's right.
So yeah, it also gives you benefits. Let's stick with tools. Let's do something simple like a pickaxe.
Okay, so all tools, like pickaxes, even like improving tools, all tools have a similar bonus, and that is they will reduce your action timer by a tiny small amount. So a blue rare will reduce your action timer by 0.1 seconds, a very tiny amount.
Yes.
Supreme will reduce your action timer by 0.3 seconds, and a Fantastic will take off half a second from your action timer. Now, that might not seem like a lot. However, it does make a difference at the higher levels, right? Like when you get to the point where your action timers are like maybe 2 seconds or 3 seconds for some things, 0.1 makes a difference at that point. That's noticeable over the long run. Like if you're trying to build thousands of walls, each one taking 20 bricks and mortar, and you shave off 0.1 seconds from every one of your actions over the course of that project, it does add up. So there's that. So all tools will reduce your action timer by a small amount. Ooh, I got another rare chance. Wow, what the... Except for I damaged the trowel again. No. 2 rare chances just talking about rares. We should just keep talking about rares, right?
That's right. That's how it works, right?
Right.
Okay, so you're saying that so a tool that's rare will reduce the action timer. So that's why I want it, because that's a big deal. And that's all it does, right?
It's like... No, it doesn't. That's not all it does. There's So I'm trying to stick with the ones that are universal, right? Like, because there's going to be some case-by-case situations, but there's one more universal thing that all rares do, and that is they reduce the decay of enchants on them. So if you have a pickaxe that has like 80 WOA on it, and it's a regular pickaxe, as you use it, that 80 WOA will decay randomly. You know, you'll lose a point of WOA every so often. And that's based on, you know, the length of the action that you're doing. The longer actions are going to, like, I think it's every 5 seconds there's a chance that it's going to lose a tick. But if you have a rare item,
enchants on them.
Right. Yeah, so if you have it enchanted, like with a Wind of Ages to make your action timers faster, those will decay at a pretty decent rate. However, if you have a rare item with WOA on it, it will reduce the chance that you lose a tick on your enchantment by quite a lot, actually. It's probably like a good 10 times less chance that you'll lose a tick or something in that range.
Okay.
For rare, and it's even better on Supremes and even better on Fantastics. And in my opinion, that particular feature of rares is what makes them so valuable, because on a regular item, your enchantments are going to decay quite fast, which would result in you having to either enchant it again or pay somebody to enchant it again.
Sure.
Whereas if it's rare, you can hold on to those enchantments for so much longer before you have to replace them. So there's value there.
And how are you doing, Ozbek? We are doing great because it's a Wurm day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Wurm day.
Talking about enchants.
Okay,
so far you said
we're talking about rares.
Rares. That's right. Rares will make the item glow, and on tools reduce its action timer and reduce its enchant decay. And that's it. Exactly. That's what a rare does, right?
Okay, well, those are the things that most every rare will do. And then you have all of the specific situations. So if the item is a gathering tool, such as a pickaxe, a hatchet, is there any other gathering tool that this will work on? Because I'm thinking shovel? Shovel. I don't think this works for farming, so it won't work on a rake. But anytime that you're interacting with the environment to gather something,
sickle,
except for farming. Yeah, so sickle on like when you're gathering sprouts or fruits or mixed grass. And it also, the same bonus happens whenever you're creating. So let's say a small anvil will do this as well. Then a rare item a rare tool will increase the quality of the outcome by a small amount. It's like, I think for a rare item, it's 1 quality. For a supreme item, I think it's 3 quality. And for fantastic, it's 5 quality. I think, I'm not sure, but it's something like this. Yeah, Ozbek, we're definitely going to get to that topic in a second. We're going to start off first, though, just explaining what rares are and why they are so valuable, and then we'll get to the how to make them.
So that's interesting. So an item would increase the quality output of whatever.
Yeah, and
if that tool has a quality output, if it's producing an item.
Right, and that quality output is like goes above your skill. So let's say you have 60 mining and you're using a rare pickaxe on a 60 quality rock shard, even like a rock tile or even like an ore tile. The rare will cause the maximum output quality to be 1 quality higher if you're using a rare. Okay, so you can even exceed your skill and exceed your the quality of the vein, if that's sort of the situation you're in.
Nice.
Now the same will go for creating items. So if you're using a small anvil that's rare and you're making nails using, let's say, a 50 quality ore, making nails, the nails can come out at 51 quality, so you can increase. Now this is maybe not great for nails, but it might be good if you're making door locks for favor sacrificing, or if you have a rare rope tool and you're making cordage rope for favor sacrificing. This can increase the quality output of the things that you're making, and in some situations that makes a difference. So this is what makes rare rope tools valuable. People like to use rare rope tools when making cordage for favor.
Oh, how's the trowels? Can I take one?
Yep, you can take one now. I was going to try to get them to 60. I don't know if we're ready though. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference between.
Well,
And if you want, you could take the 50. You could take the bigger, the better one.
All right. I'll just place it here.
Okay, I'm just going to put stuff back. Okay.
So there's an advanced question that doesn't quite work on the new server
Good
since we don't have
question.
ruins, but do ruins and the rare bonus stack?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it
ruins
does stack.
also increases the quality of
Now-
items, certain ruins.
On the new servers, ruins aren't activated yet. You can't use them really. But on the old servers, for sure, they definitely stack. 10% increase to gathering. And you'll get the one quality increase from the rare plus another 10%. Obviously, the 10% is way more valuable. But that definitely stack. Now there's a few other like random situations for rares that make certain rares valuable. Like for example, meditation rugs. If you have a rare meditation rug, that increases the amount of experience you get from each meditation tick. So that's a good one to have. It's the only rare that does that particular thing, right? So there's certain items when they are rare give you unique specific
Like a
bonuses
forge?
for that particular rare. Right. Yeah. So a rare forge makes it so that it will burn longer, like the fuel will last longer.
Let's throw items at
Ovens as well.
like a compass.
Yeah, a rare compass I think will settle faster, if I'm not mistaken. It's either settle faster or it'll remain settled for longer, or it's both. I just don't know which one it is.
Like a large cart.
A large cart will have a speed boost to it, so it'll go a little bit faster.
You guys should join in. What else could we think of?
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah, exactly.
like a range pole.
I don't think a range pole has any extra bonus, but I could be wrong about that.
A grindstone.
A grindstone's like a tool, so it'll do all the things that tools do. It'll hold enchants longer. It'll reduce your action timer with it by 0.1 seconds, and it'll glow and that sort of stuff. But I don't think there's any bonus extra thing that grindstones do.
A guard tower.
Guard tower. Guard tower will give one extra guard. So normally a 50 quality guard tower will give 5 guards. A rare guard tower will give 6 guards. Okay, so Du Jensen thinks that a rare range pole will add some distance to possible bridge. Yeah, that's definitely a good possibility that it does that. It's like, okay, pottery planter. I don't know if a pottery planter. I could be wrong about this. Like, if I were to guess, there's a possibility that the pottery planter will increase the quality of the herb that you pick from it with that by 1 quality. It's possible, but I haven't tested that one. A rare bowstring. I don't know actually if a rare bowstring does anything. It's very possible that it breaks less often, but I could be wrong about that. Storage containers do not get any bonus. Like they don't increase the quantity of stuff or anything like that, but storage containers don't get anything aside from the glowing effect.
So how about like rare dirt, rare stone shards, all these all these mats that will turn rare? What should we do with them? What are they
Okay, so
good for?
that's okay. So there's a bunch of stuff that we could do there with it. Let me answer Ozbek's first. He says larder, and this also goes for all furniture items. Okay, actually, the larder, I have a feeling the larder itself reduces the decay of the food better if it's rare. Okay, so that's definitely something. But most all of the other like furniture items are mostly just decorative. And a rare well, I don't think that does anything. Yeah, it would be cool if storage containers would transfer bulk items faster. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I don't think a rare well does anything other than look shiny. Okay, so that's a good question. I don't think so. I don't think rare dye does anything. Although that would be cool if it did, if it made it like it made the item glow when you painted it, but I don't think it does.
Made the paint glow.